Because when you look at the word democracy, you see the word DEMO first of all. You know what I'm saying? In etymology and anagrams and different stuff like that, all you got to do is put an N in there, you got the word demon. You know what I'm saying? So you tell me, who put the word there when it should be country? You know what I'm saying? Or land, or people, or whatever. But he's saying that democracy, public health, done damage to democracy, public health. What public health? Who did damage to the public? The people didn't do that. What damage? The only damage we saw is a fucked up information and that y'all call yourself saying and doing and forcing and commanding and so forth and on. You know what I'm saying? And then he said public safety when every blue state blew up with crime and the governor sat there and did nothing like Lightfoot and them just let them thing. And when Trump said he was going to help, you didn't take the help to clean it up. Same with New York and Komoro Morales. Mm-hmm. Then crime will spiral out of control. And in came bald-headed Soros doing his part. We have had extraordinary damage. Yeah, we have. The people definitely took extraordinary damage. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And the regular common man, that's a damn shame that we have politicians that would do these things. You know what I'm saying? You know, especially people, big, wide head Alan Braggs and them. You know what I'm saying? Black skin, or what we would call a black man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And people ability to make their own choices. What choices? What ability do people have to making their own choices? You tell me. We didn't see that. Where did the people make their own choice? We did not see that in no shape or form. So why would you say a lie like that? Because the people did make their own choices, but you did not respect them. The police officers made their choices, but you did not respect them. You know what I'm saying? Government employees going back to work, you know what I'm saying, made their choices saying this and that, and they were fired. You know what I'm saying? Same go for the military, and they were fired. So how did media change their mind? Because either way, people have to make up their own decision. And if the decision is not made in its rightful ways, or it is made on a coup that has infiltrated the government and now have the political power of chief in commander and got it to the Army, the Air Force, the Navy, the Marines, the FBI, the CIA, the Secret Service, this, that, and he's the chief in commander, and he's down with this great Armageddon, as he would call it, plan. How does the people stop this tyrant from doing what he did? Mm-hmm. Biden needs to be stricken from the record book. Him and the even Democrat as a whole. I don't know what they're talking about when they're talking about the ability to make their own choice. We don't see that. Roger McNamee or whatever his name is, managing director at the Innovation Partners and an early Facebook investment. That you know what? We done with you. Oh yeah. We done with that banana bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can keep that crap because we already know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? But we see where DC could move against big tech. You know what I'm saying? Ways DC can move against big tech. While few expected Washington will break up big tech companies and big tech companies anytime soon, there are multiple fronts where policymakers are moving towards more regulations. Here are some of the major efforts underway, and the big tech ticketers underway, and the big tech ticketers they could most impact. You know what I'm saying? But here we go with his name again, Mr. So-called Matt Mamie or whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledge the law as incredible and important. He also highlights you have to shut people up while you drive them home with the garbage in your nutcase brain. You know what I'm saying? He also highlighted where it falls short. Where I think things went off the rail, yet like your brain, wordplay again, that the platform chose or whatever, because the economics were better to favor harmful content. No, it was not. He is lying. Mr. Nene or whatever his name is, McNaughty. You know what I'm saying? Talking about his name is his last name McNamee. Yeah, McNaughty. Probably they should add to that. Listen to that. Harmful content over the content. See, this is why they had to do what they did and rush up all on the platforms and all of this stuff, because they know for well that people don't travel around. But see, this is where I said in my live before that people got to start talking to each other and start discussing and listening. You know what I'm saying? Because you cannot come and talk to us after you have done what you have done and expect that, the only thing we can do is try to correct it. You know what I'm saying? And that might be too late. So while McNutty up here talking about harmful content over good, good can be evil, my friend, Mr. Nutty. Just because a person is doing good don't mean that they're not doing more damage of evil in the process. Anybody knows that trick that has any common sense. You know what I'm saying? And that seems to be lacking in today's world. You know what I'm saying? As we see. He wants to shut up people like me. This is what McNutty is saying. But he hasn't proven anything at all. McNutty. His only job is to wrap up a campaign against what he calls harmful content over good content. But what good content is it? Because just because it seems good in the eyesight of your mind or whatever is driven to your mind could be no more than illusion. And then when you see the results of that conning of your mind and illusion, which would be harmful content over righteous content. He said, you know what I'm saying? But I said that, but he said basically hate speech, disinformation, and conspiracy theories are extraordinary profitable because they trigger flights or fights. No, they do not. No, they do not. Because if it came down to the wires and we was to investigate Mr. Namey, every single one, Black Lives Matter, Proud Boys, all the Oath Keepers, all kinds of these different organizations that jumped up out of the blue doo, you know what I'm saying? We would see clearly that this was all done by your so-called philanthropists going around the world doing bullshit. So don't give me that, especially that picture you painted at the airport that I saw, and I saw the meaning of it right off the top. Such as the stuff that monument you put up into the mountains that somebody tried to, I guess, dynamite it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that we know exactly what it means and what it says. You're full of garbage then, and you're full of garbage now. But we're going to move on from your bull.